How does he know where I live though?
It's the dark web, Anthony. What do you expect? It's filled with hackers who can track you down. Or maybe it is someone you know, and they are trying to get back at you. After I leave your place, you'll be all alone in your room when someone knocks at the door, and then boom, you're gone. Ah,
Better lock your doors tonight. Anthony, I'm coming for you.
Tony, get off this site. If not, you will be paranoid for the rest of the night.
Marvin, no one's showing up at my door, but if you say so. There, done.
Now that it's done, I'm gonna leave home. Take care of yourself and I'll be back.
Do you have to leave tonight? You know we could share the bed, right?
As much as I'd love being uncomfortable sharing the bed with you, I have to go home. Mum is waiting and I have work tomorrow. Take care of yourself and don't miss any of your lectures.
I tell Mum I said hi. And please ask her to quit calling me every minute of the day.
Sure, I will.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey Olive.
Hey Tony, what you up to?
Nothing much. Marvin just left.
Oh, he didn't stay over?
Nah, he had to go home. Mom was waiting for him and he has work tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
A minute, Olive. I'll call you back. Someone's at the door. Oh, it's just you.
Who do you think it was? A man from the dark web?
Nah, man. Why are you back anyways?
I forgot the car keys, man.
There you go.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, hello. Is everything okay?
Yeah, it was just Marvin. He forgot his car keys, so he came back to get them.
Oh, okay. You sounded terrified to hear the knocks on the door.
It's nothing serious. I was just paranoid.
Paranoid. Paranoid of what?
When Marvin was here, we thought it would be fun to chat with people on the dark web.
Gosh, Tony, of all the things you guys could do, you picked chatting on the dark web?
It wasn't planned or anything. Just some brother and brother bonding time. That's all.
So, talking to strangers paranoid you.
Well, we started off as texting random people and got a bit creepier.
Creepier?
We were talking to this guy online and he was telling me my address and threatening me saying, lock my doors. And that he's apparently going to show up at my door.
For God's sake, Tony. Please quit looking around that side of internet. You're just inviting trouble at this point.
Don't worry about it too much, Olive. He's probably just got my IP address and playing around.
Right. What else is new though? Did you talk to Luke yet?
Not yet. I heard he went back home to Bristol. I feel terrible now. We haven't spoken to each other in 3 weeks. I admit the pause was unnecessary. But I thought he could take the joke much better.
Well, you can't expect that from Luke. Anthony, if someone were to do that to me, you wouldn't be very pleased either.
I know. Anyways, he went home. I'll probably speak to him once he's back and apologize.
Hmm. Apologize for what exactly?
For posting about him, for making fun of him online, and not running the whole thing by him first.
Good. Now, talk to him and let me know how it goes.
I will.
When are you coming back home? I miss coming over to yours.
Soon. Christmas break starts next month, so I'll be probably there before Christmas Eve.
Aw, so we get to spend Christmas together.
Yes, we do.
Oh my god, yes, I'd love that.
Just a minute, Olive. Someone's at the door. I'll be back. Stay on the line, please.
Alright.
What are you doing here?
Anthony? Tony? Was that a shot? Tony? Anthony!
Miss Roland, what happened then?
He opened the door and said, "What are you doing here?" And then all I heard was a gunshot.
I understand your emotions, Miss Roland. We are putting all our efforts towards finding the culprit accountable for your boyfriend's death. While we do so, please do not be in contact with anyone related to the case or share your alibi with anyone.
No. I'll see to it that I won't.
Thank you.
Inspector Denzel, Marvin, the victim's brother is waiting for you in room 6.
Be right there, Officer Paul, while I talk to Mr. Marvin. Miss Olive, you can make your way back home now. And I will call you once we require anything from you.
Thank you, Inspector.
Mr. Marvin Taylor, brother of the past victim, Antony Taylor. Can you please walk us through what happened on the day of your brother's death? Preferably in chronological order.
Okay. I came over to Anthony's accommodation around 5 p.m. We chatted for a bit.
What topic or topics did you guys discuss?
We got to talking about looking for jobs and part-time work.
Did he tell you anything that he hasn't before?
He did confide in me about some issues he's been having with his friend and how he doesn't know how to solve them.
Anything else that I should know?
After all the talking, we went on the computer. We started talking to random people on the internet like we always do. And we got in contact with this person who had said something like, "Better lock your doors tonight, Anthony. I'm coming for you."
How did Anthony handle that?
I could tell that Anthony was frightened by the person online, but he has always been that way, which is why I didn't take much notice of it. Then I left home because I had work the next day.
Did you not come back at all?
I did. I had forgotten the keys to my car back at his place, so I went up, he gave them to me, and then I left.
Okay. How does it make you feel knowing you are the last person to be recorded going into Anthony's apartment?
Excuse me?
I said, how does it make you feel knowing you are the last person to be recorded to going into Anthony's apartment?
You can't be serious right now. You think I would kill my own brother? Give me one fucking good reason as to why I, Marvin Taylor, would be the one that killed my own brother, Antony Taylor. Tell me.
Ease down, Mr. Taylor. It was a general question.
Inspector Denzel, sorry to interrupt you, but we have some intel on the location of the person that Mr. Marvin and Mr. Antony spoke to on the day of the incident.
Thank you, Officer Paul. Mr. Marvin, that will be all for today. You can make your way home. We did appreciate if you could stay in town until the case is closed.
I will be in town.
What do we know about the person, Officer Paul?
We do not have any incriminating evidence on him, although the IP address of the device he used to connect to the website they used to chat on directs us to the apartment complex in the city centre on High Street. The only link we can make at this stage is that the person living in the apartment, who also owns the connected device, attends the same university as the deceased Mr. Antony Taylor.
This seems like a strong link, Officer Paul. Something tells me this is a revenge story. This person, have we tried calling him in for a questioning?
He seems out of reach, sir. Our calls are not going through, but we are confident he's still in town. His cell was connected to one of the cell towers near New Street yesterday afternoon, and once again last night next to High Street.
Officer Paul, please get a warrant. We need to conduct a search at his apartment as soon as possible. This is definitely a lead worth following, and by the sounds of it, I don't think this person thought this murder through.
Indeed, sir. I'll call for the warrant right now. Sir.
Paul, guns out. Stay down and cover me.
Who are you people? What the fuck are you doing in my house?
Mr. Luke Anderson, put your hands where we can see them. You have been arrested for the murder and blackmail of 20-year-old Antony Taylor. You have the right to remain silent, as anything you do or say can be used against you in the court of law.
What do you do with a man that you've trusted your whole life with? Uses all the stuff that he said in confidence against you publicly as a joke. Nothing. There is nothing but to kill him. He was no longer human in my eyes. He was nothing but a traitor. Killing him may have not given me inner peace or free will, but at least I can rest easy knowing that there's no person in this world that will walk free and happy at my cost, while I suffer in silence. If he were human, he wouldn't sell me out, his best friend, for the sake of an online scramble. Marvin coming to town only meant they would get online and poke around the dark web. It was a ritual for the brothers ever since Marvin was in university. I created a fake ID and I spoke to him online, waited for Marvin to leave, made my way to his door and watched the light in his eyes died out as he fell to the floor. Consider the bullet in his chest my return gift for all the chaos he gifted me to live with.
Miss Rowland and Mr. Taylor, once again, my deepest condolences to your boyfriend and your brother. Although there's no substitute for Mr. Antony's death, I hope to have Mr. Luke Anderson behind bars. That would be some relief.
Thank you, Inspector. Both of us sincerely appreciate your efforts.
Thank you, Inspector Denzel. We look forward to your presence at Antony's funeral.
Sure, I will be there to pay my respects.
Sir, there's a slight issue.
What happened?
The ballistics report from the crime scene doesn't match the gun we found at Luke's apartment.